The setup. Next will be a clip from Sleeping Warrior. I will use as much of his clips as possible to ensure he is not being taken out of context.
Yeah, that makes me a fake flat earther. Good job, you ignorant swine.
I came across a Sleeping Warriors video here about star trails. So what I decided to do is I decided to post my biggest challenge, my $100,000 challenge first. Okay, so let's dive right into it. I stated for $100,000, explain how volcanoes and plate tectonics work on a flat Earth. Sleeping Warrior responds back, 4,000 what? Bum smack dollars? And I said, let's get to it. This should be easy for you. Sleeping Warrior said, yes, I don't understand what your point is. Are you saying volcanoes only work because the Earth is a ball? Really? The thing I'm trying to say is here, you don't ask me how it's done. That's why it's a challenge. You're supposed to do it. That's why it's a challenge. You have to step up to the plate and prove your points. I also stated, see my video for details. So moving on, Sleeping Warrior says, but is your point that if I can't, that failure means it's a ball? If no, you need to look up what a non-sequitur argument is and accept it. No way at all. Influence is the shape either way. I'll give you equivalent silliness. Explain why icebergs are a regular shape or it's flat. See how silly that is? And I stated, okay, let's just start with an easy one for 5,000. Simulate on a scaled down physical model of the southern circular star trails and explain why Sigma Octantis can be seen from 3 separate locations at the same moment. And Sloppy Warrior says, they can't be seen from 3 separate locations whilst looking at the same direction. You only believe that because it's necessary on your model, but in real life it doesn't exist. Sorry, it is one of my favorite proofs against your model. There is a reason why I give these challenges out, and I'm gonna get that here in a little bit. I stated, yes, they can. Sigma Octantis can be seen from La Silla, Chile, Gamma, Australia, and Camp Casey, Antarctica in June at the same time. I dare you to take on my Southern Circular Star Trails challenge. Take a win for flat Earth, not a gut punch. Sleeping Warrior did not even respond after I posted that. Even Frank was Rooney put Sleeping Warrior in his place.
Okay, I ignored your response. I didn't reply to you because you clearly don't understand the topic. Your message says, and I quote, yes, they can. Sigma Octantis can be seen from Chile, Australia, and Antarctica in June at the same time. I dare you to take my Southern Circular Star Trails challenge. Take a win for flat Earth, not a gut punch for once. Well, first off, the 3 points that you're addressing isn't the way to address this point. Because Octantis being seen from Chile, Australia, and Antarctica doesn't prove one or the other. What you need to demonstrate to prove that you live on a sphere, Jeffrey, you need to demonstrate that an observer in Australia and an observer in South America.
Silliness number 1. Eucana Euro trademark TC Sigma Octantis with the naked eye.
Point. Because Octantis being seen from Chile, Australia, and Antarctica doesn't prove one or the other. What you need to demonstrate to prove that you live on a sphere, Jeffrey, you need to demonstrate that an observer in Australia and an observer in South America can see Octantis, which you can't even see anyway with camera photography or with the naked eye, because I've checked. I've spoke to people in the Tasmanian Astronomical Society, and I asked them to provide evidence of the star trails, and they were unable to do it. They couldn't show Sigma Octantis, no matter what equipment they had, and they said that you can see it with the naked eye. You can't see it with
Lita Euro trademark S. Look at the citation again. Tasmania reply, purple. Yes, octans can be seen high in our sky, elevation 47 degrees, from 43 degrees south. But as you have noted, the stars that make up octans are all magnitude 4.13 or fainter. In fact, there are not stars brighter than this magnitude within 10 degrees of the south celestial pole. Taken from https://en.wikipedia.org/wiki/apparent_magnitude. The magnitude scale is reverse logarithmic. The brighter an object is, the lower its magnitude. The brightest astronomical objects have negative apparent magnitudes, for example, Venus at 4.2 or Sirius at 1.46. The faintest stars visible with the naked eye on the darkest night have apparent magnitudes of about plus 6.5, though this varies depending on a person's eyesight and with altitude and atmospheric conditions. Tasmania reply, red. This means that octans is really only naked eye visible in dark skies. Any form of light pollution rules out seeing them at all. I like under a dark sky and am able to make out the octans triangle without too much trouble. It seems that his own source clearly states it is visible, as long as there is little to no light pollution. Light pollution is known to interfere with stargazing. This is a main reason good stargazing is done away from cities or up high, to get away from the light pollution. Tasmania reply, green. The faintness of the stars makes the use of a polar scope quite difficult. The illumination within the reticule, even at the dimmest setting, swamps the faint stars. This is compounded by trying to view through the polar scope at awkward angles. Most people in the southern hemisphere use other techniques to polar align their mounts, as it is generally just too hard to do with a polar scope. Once again, the stars are dim and fairly easy to drown out their light. Same as last point. Notice quite difficult. Not impossible, just hard to do. This is a large difference. Polar scopes are used to align equatorial mounts to the poles. They are best used in the northern hemisphere with Polaris. For more information, https://www.uscopes.com.au/how-polar-align-equatorial-mount-southern-hemisphere. Tasmania reply, blue. You can use any of the planetarium programs to show the rotation of the Octans triangle around the southern celestial pole. Stellarium, which is free, shows this very well. Thank you, Sleeping Warrior. Thank you so much for citing this reply. Congratulations. Riley just cited Stellarium as factual, which is based on the current scientific model. That is the globe model. And anyone who cites his video is also citing this. Silliness number 2 and number 3. Looking south. And magnetic south.
With the naked eye, because it's too low in magnitude. It's a magnitude 4 star. It's too dim. But they said you could. But when I asked them for evidence, they couldn't produce it. Now, even if you could produce evidence of Octantis, the issue is not that you can see it, dumbass. The issue is that you can see it looking in the same direction as your peers. So an Australian or a New Zealand guy will look south and see Octantis. An American guy, South American guy, will also look south and see Octantis, but only on a ball. In real world, two observers in Australia and in America cannot see the rotation point, be it, call it whatever you want, when looking due south. Now, the issue is not that you can see it. The issue is the direction that you're looking when you think you're looking south relative to the direction that the other guy is also looking when he thinks he's looking south, without assuming or presuming that you are actually looking south. You don't have an
Did you catch the silliness? By using a Mercator projection, his claim on just how wrong the other person is enhanced. But wait. It gets worse. By citing the magnetic South Pole location, picture to the right, he has compounded the problems with the flat Earth model. This will be further explored later, but remember, normally the FE model has the magnetic South Pole along the entire edge for obvious reasons. Claim comparison. Now what if we show this on a globe and then on the flat Earth map and see how his claims hold up? Test his predictions based on his hypothesis/claims. For this, we will be using only the magnetic South Pole, as this is his subtle claim that this is the only way we can determine south. First, a quick video to demonstrate that the 3 points given are in fact used for this on the globe model, as it is difficult to see clearly due to the size of the spheroid. All 3 points looking to the magnetic South Pole. There is no odd directions, only straight south. Conforms to reality. Looking south in Chile means looking north-northwest. Looking south in Australia means looking south, or anti-north for all of the other flat earthers who believe there is only a north magnetic pole. Looking south at Casey Station in Antarctica means looking almost due east. None of these observations hold true in reality. Congratulations, Riley, you just gave direct evidence against the flat Earth. Cheers.